Nyck, much has been said about you skipping indoor track season with outdoor track. After the spring game, will you still participate in those two other track meets and then maybe try for SECs and nationals?
Nah, that track don't work like that. If you're not in there, no. If I wanted to come back to track, I'll be coming back right now. You can't just, do a whole football season. I'll say whole spring ball, and then just try to go run without no running before that. So, I think my track for this year is done. So, yeah.
Hey, Nyck, getting to focus on spring football, going into the fall camp and summer, having a full preseason to get ready for the season ahead. What do you feel like that's going to do for you?
It's going to do wonders. I don't have to come back in July or August and, try to ramp everything back up. I'm just smooth sailing, really going off of last year. So, yeah, I'm excited to do it.
What are some of the things you've been focused on and are going to be focused on this spring? Any specifics or details you can pass along?
Everything.
There's an opening at kick returner or punt returner now with Juju gone. They did a little bit of that last year. Do you see yourself maybe as the lead kick returner now with that hole open on the roster?
Coach Jody put me back there. I'm going to go back there.
Yesterday, Coach Beamer was talking about, this group is not satisfied with the 9-win season last year. Excuse me. Describe what it's like, man, to get back out there, spring football's back, and just sharpen everybody's game as a team as a whole.
It's exciting, Last year didn't go the way we wanted to. We fell short of the goal, making it to the playoffs and stuff. But, that last year's behind us now. New year, we haven't done anything. So, we forget about last year. That's last year's team. That's a new team. So, we just trying to do everything right, just make as few mistakes as possible, make it less than we did last year. And then, if we make less like how we did last year, then, we'll be in a different situation.
Nyck, was it a tough decision for you or your family at all to stop track? I mean, I know how much you love it and how good you are at it.
Yeah, I've been doing track since I was 8 years old. So to finally, to stop it for a year, it's like, it was crazy, it was hard, but at the end of the day, I'm making the best decision, for my football career, and I felt like that was right for it.
Nyck, you guys have a pretty good, solid core of starting receivers with you, Dre, Mazio, etc. But there's been a lot of new receivers brought in. So how's the competition going out there? How do you think those new guys will kind of blend in with the group this year?
They're going to blend in real well. We got a lot of, I want to say a lot of old guys because, I'm one of the oldest in the room now. It's kind of crazy, but, they're going to fit in real well. Everybody's just competing for a spot. So, we just going to help the young guys as much as we can. Like, they messing up, we're going to tell them what's wrong. Like, we're not them type of people. Like, you messing up, we ain't going to tell you. Like, we all family around here. So, I'm going to help the young guys as much as I can like I'm doing, today. Some things happen, you just got to correct them on it. They in high school still. So, they got to get their feet wet. So, I'm going to help them as much as I can.
When you look back at last season from the start of the season to the end, how would you assess how you improved at wide receiver?
Just got better. Started running routes better. Just started understanding the game more. Just starting to have more confidence. That was really it. Just starting to feel myself.
I know you kind of went through a body transformation your first 2 years. You got up to 245. You're running track 225. What are you at now, and why do you think that's the right weight for you?
I think I'm at 230. I mean, I feel like that's a good weight because that was the weight I was closest to at track. So, the lighter I am, the better I am. I don't have to, be heavy. So I don't want to be back to 240. That's too much weight. And, yeah, it's just too much.
You were saying that you came into college not really having lifted many weights, eating a lot of junk food and stuff. Have you changed that at all? Has Coach Day or Yimmy gotten on you, or are you still doing okay?
Oh yeah, you gotta lift weights in college now. So we lift every time. I lift every time I lift with them. So I've definitely gotten stronger. I've definitely started eating healthier. With Yimmy. But yeah, sometimes you still have little cheat meals and stuff. But I think I have a really good diet right now.
As you go through these multiple spring practices, take us behind the curtain. What excites you about this receiving core, and what can we expect to see come this fall from you guys?
We're gonna be dogs. That's one thing, Coach Ferry, implemented, we just gotta go out there, we gotta play. And I think that's our mindset. Like, you know, we was very doubted last year, you know, at the beginning of the year. Then obviously as the year went on, like, people started to give us our praise, but we don't care about that. Like, we know what we got in our room. So, you know, every day we just going to keep working. And, like, that's the same mindset, you know, that we all got to have. It's just like, you know, they're going to doubt us and stuff like that. But, you know, you just got to keep going, keep working. And, like, we're going to let the stats speak for themselves.
A couple of those freshman receivers and some other guys on the team, new guys on the team were track guys in high school. Have you heard from any of those guys? Have they tried to talk to you about what they can do speed-wise, or has it not really come up?
I mean, no, they definitely have, but, like, in the speed category, that's a different story. I ain't going to lie. Like, you know, I was out there competing with the best of the best. Them boys in the SEC was professionals. They ain't seen that yet. So until they go out there to do what I did, I mean, you know, I'm glad to hear the 10-4s, the 10-5s. We was repping that in practice, so I say that.
Nyck, you had a lot of hype last year with the video game and all that stuff. When you were going up against opposing DBs, did any of them try and talk trash and use the track stuff or the EA stuff, and did you have to block that out?
Oh, yeah. All the DBs do is chat. I mean, you know, they was talking about, you know, I'm just fast on the game. I'm only good on the game. This, down the third. The sideline would say it. But, you know, at the end of the day, you know, I just let my play, you know, just speak for itself, especially at the end. You know, DBs would talk all the time. But, you know, at the end of the day, I was catching the ball and it was behind me. So that's all I got to say about that one.
You almost didn't drop a ball like the last 2 months of the season. What did you do to make yourself, you know, better at catching the ball and making sure that you didn't drop it?
Get contacts. That was really it. You know, just get contacts. You know, just do more ball drills, but, you know, just really just focusing on the ball. You know, not worrying about, you know, yards after the catch, but just worrying about securing the ball.
So I got to follow up on the contacts. When did you make that decision? How did it come about? How to go?
This season, you know, I finally accepted it. I couldn't, you know, see very well. I mean, I can see, but, you know, not as best as I could. So, you know, you put the contacts in, you see everything. It's like a whole new world. So, you know, once you got thrown in, it's just like, you know, you see everything. So, like, that was probably the best decision I made. And then, it was getting the reps, just catching the ball. You know, I haven't caught a lot of balls, you know, in my life. So, you know, day by day, I just started catching more and more balls, and I'm just starting, you know, get more comfortable with it.
Sorry, you said it was during the seasons when you made the move?
At the start.
Start of it? Okay.
Yeah.
How bad was your vision?
It wasn't that bad.
Okay.
I ain't dropped a lot of balls, so
No, before you got contacts.
it wasn't that bad.
Okay, but you were just like, it can be better.
No.
Gotcha. What's your best Mike Furry story? Best story. Ooh, he got a lot. I won't say a story, but, you know, some things that he do, it's like, you know he like an NFL receiver coach. Like, he'll call me, like, we'll watch a game. So, like, everybody's watching the game. He'll call me. He said, "Did you see that route? Did you see that? That's how you run that route." Then he hang up. Then he'll call me 5 minutes later. "Did you see that route?" And then hang up. And, you know, like, I call him. "Did you see that route?" Then he hang up. I'm like, you got to call me. So, like, you know, he just, it's like way too many stories to tell that I can't think of right off the brain. But that's something that he do a lot.
Nyck, you obviously wearing your specs today. With the contacts, do you ever keep wearing them throughout the week, or is it just strictly a game day kind of?
Nah, it's strictly a game day thing. You know, just just something that, you know, just to improve it. But, you know, I don't got to wear my glasses, you know. Appreciate you.